course, the NFL draft was overshadowed by Aaron Rodgers announcing that he wanted out of Green Bay. But more recently, yesterday, it came out that he is providing the Green Bay Packers with an ultimatum. He wants the GM Brian Gutekunst fired if he wants to remain. Simple as that. That's all he wants. And of course, we know what sparked this schism between these two individuals and between the Packers organization and Aaron Rodgers. Brian Gutekunst, apologies rather. Brian Gutekunst, he drafted Utah State's quarterback Jordan Love and traded up in the draft last year to select Jordan Love. Instead of drafting an actual weapon, an actual asset for Aaron Rodgers to use, he decided to draft his eventual replacement. Right? We know that's what sparked this tension. That's what inserted this divide between these two parties, if you were. And for much of his career, Aaron Rodgers has been known for two things: immensely talented and extremely petulant. Those were the two. He shows a tremendous innate ability, unlike anything else we've ever seen up until Patrick Mahomes. And so his abilities on the field are so spectacular, but oftentimes they're followed by pettiness off the field. Those are the two characteristics when we think of Aaron Rodgers. A talented old man who continues to defy the odds and is following in Tom Brady's footsteps, continuing to play better, it almost seems, the older he's getting, yet becoming more petulant every single day that the seasons seem to unfold. But this is one of those rare instances where, unfortunately, I completely side with Aaron Rodgers here. Completely side with Aaron Rodgers. Brian Gutekunst tried to stage a coup. They tried to ship Aaron Rodgers. They tried to throw him overboard off of the Packers' proverbial ship, and it backfired. The coup backfired. This is like if you're trying to oust your boss, you're trying to stage a mutiny and oust your boss, and your boss catches you mid-act, you're canned. You're done. Aaron Rodgers bit his tongue all of last season. Didn't say a word after they drafted Jordan Love. And normally, when Aaron Rodgers appears kind of vengeful or spiteful towards individuals, I never really support that. But this is the one instance where if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I completely support his decision to leverage some power here. Because Brian Gutekunst, the reason he felt so comforted is because he had all the leverage and all the power. When you play with fire and you dance with the devil, that can be a perilous situation. And Gutekunst, when he had the leverage, when he had the power, when it resided with him, he felt completely comfortable in engaging in these types of activities, in these potentially not nefarious activities, but he was looking out for the Packers organization. And I understand that he was simply doing his job. His job is to look out for the long-term investment, the long-term prospects and future of the Green Bay Packers. And it's unfortunate that he is getting shredded for that decision. But the reality is, who's the guy it immediately impacted? It directly impacted Aaron Rodgers. And the way that he responded to that threat and to that insult, to that blatant insult in his face was, okay, I'm going to go win the MVP. Practically 4,300 yards, 48 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Packers had the best record in the NFC. They went to the NFC Championship game. And now the power dynamic has shifted in Aaron Rodgers' direction. All that leverage, all that power resides with him, and he's looking to maximize it. You tried to ship me out? Well, sucks to suck. Now I'm going to throw this back in your direction. And he's providing the Packers with the ultimatum. Now you have to choose. Do you want the star quarterback? Do you want the guy who will arguably go down as the first or second greatest Green Bay Packer of all time to remain with your franchise for a couple more seasons? Or do you want to go with the general manager that was doing his job, was simply doing his job, but perhaps overstepped? So, again, he did not say a word. And do I think it's a little bit extreme to fire a guy for doing his job? Yes, I do. Do I think that Brian Gutekunst should be fired for this offense? Absolutely not. But if the only option is retain Aaron Rodgers or fire the GM, I'm sorry, you've got to go. You got to go. We'll see what they end up doing, but it's fascinating to me that it's manifested this way. And again, I completely understand Aaron Rodgers deciding to employ this strategy. He was silent all of last season. He capitulated and he kept his mouth shut. And he'd been plotting this opportunity all year. And it's not a coincidence that the day that the Packers sent that message to Aaron Rodgers last year, hey, we don't think you can sustain this level of play much longer, and they drafted Jordan Love, it's not a coincidence that he decided to drop that hammer, drop that bombshell on them a couple hours before their draft. So the buck had to stop with someone, and someone had to pay the piper. And unfortunately, Brian Gutekunst, he gambled, and the gamble didn't pay off. And now you have to suffer the consequences.